I feel like a lot of people avoid a full face of glam makeup in the summer because glam makeup can be synonymous with heavy, but that does not have to be true. Whether it's a special occasion or you just want to do a little bit extra, today I have drugstore makeup recommendations for when you want to do a full face of glam, but you don't want it to feel like a full face of glam. The products that I'm going to be recommending today are lightweight. A lot of them are waterproof. They're going to feel and look great all day in the heat, even if you're sweating. So let's get to it. But first, if you're new here, hi, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things budget beauty. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slashed Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. And yes, you will be hearing the air conditioning in this video because it is essential today. All right, to start this look off, instead of using a full-blown foundation, I've loved reaching for the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. Now, I do want to preface this by saying that they do not advertise this product to be sweat-proof. That has just been my personal experience. It holds up really well throughout the day and gives me a great amount of buildable coverage. Now, since trying this for the first time, I really only have two downsides to this product because it really did blow me away with its performance. The first thing is I do not like this dropper applicator. It is incredibly messy, and I feel like this serum has sort of a consistency that's very similar to liquid foundation anyway. It's not really all that much thinner. So I just feel like this was not necessary. And I do end up kind of stamping it on, as you see. And when you put the dropper back in the bottle, like it just kind of gets everywhere. You can see how messy the screw has gotten. Now you may have noticed that I did not put primer on because this is a serum. It works best on bare skin. It is meant to sink into your skin. And by applying it with your hands, you actually maintain the most amount of coverage. The second thing I don't like about this serum is the fragrance. It is very strong. And again, just think that's unnecessary. Especially for a product that is supposed to really be highlighting the skincare benefits. Fragrance is probably the most common skin irritant in cosmetics. So the fact that it is so dang strong and very perfumey, it does get on my nerves a little bit. I haven't necessarily correlated any acne to the fragrance in this product personally, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. So as you can see, this blends so easily with just my fingers, and the coverage I get is like medium to full. If you wanted to put this on lighter, you can definitely go in with a damp sponge, but this is also just very easy for me to do in summer and not worry about dirtying a sponge or a brush. I did wear this to an outdoor Kentucky wedding in the humidity, and I was sweating like crazy. And this held up so well. It only transferred a tiny bit when I was dabbing the sweat off of my face, but it did not run, it didn't streak, and I was honestly really impressed because I have never been sweatier than at that wedding. And that's why I say that this being sweat friendly is purely anecdotal, but I have heard from friends who live in humid climates that they have liked wearing this. So my absolute favorite drugstore brow pencil is sweat resistant and water resistant. This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer Pencil. I've mentioned that this is a very close dupe to my all-time favorite brow pencil, which is the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I think the Benefit tip is just slightly thinner, but other than that, they perform almost exactly the same. Now, I will say I would absolutely love to find a drugstore waterproof brow gel. I have been on the hunt, but I really can't find any that are long lasting, but also don't feel very thick and that don't give a hard cast to the brows. So I would actually love your recommendations if you have any in the comments. But for now, I've really just been taking this pencil and lightly filling in where I feel like my brows are sparse. So up here at the arches, my arches kind of just like fall off. So I like to round that out a bit. And then at this front edge, I like to just kind of make it more even toward the front. So one of the main things I do differently with my summer glam versus, I don't know, any other time of year glam is that usually I'm almost exclusively using eyeshadow sticks to create my eye looks, especially the ones that are long lasting and don't need primer. That cuts down on the amount of products that I'm using, and in general, I feel like makes for a quicker routine. So today I'm gonna be using 3 shades in the e.l.f. No Budge shadow sticks. So I have Rich Amethyst, Rose Gold, and Perfect Pearl, and I'm gonna be creating a halo eye type look with these. Starting with Rich Amethyst, which is this dark purple, I'm going to put that in my outer corner and really just build up the color there. Then I'm taking the e.l.f. blending brush and I'm kind of like patting at the edges to soften it up. And this does sheer it out a bit, but don't worry about that because I am gonna go in and darken up that purple where I want it. Right now I'm just kind of focusing on the blur. Now I've also done this look with the Milani Flora eyeshadow sticks. I feel like these e.l.f. ones blend out a little better. Now I'm gonna be doing the same thing in the inner corner, just kind of bringing that about 1/3 of the way in and then blending the edges. Now you might be able to do this with your fingers, which would also probably maintain a little bit more pigment than doing it with a brush. I just have not been able to do that since I started getting my nails done. They're too intrusive. I can't really blend stuff out with my fingers anymore unless we're way out here. And now I'm gonna go in and darken it up, really concentrating, building up that color in the outer and inner corner and not so much in the crease, because I wanna keep that soft. And this time I'm just gonna tap at the border so that way what we just applied blends in to the previous layer without shearing it out. And that's it for the purple. That is probably the most time-consuming part of this eye look just because you are doing a lot of blending to diffuse. The rest is gonna go super quickly. So next I'm gonna go in with the Rose Gold shadow stick, and this is gonna go in that blank space on the lid where we kinda didn't put any product on. Just filling that in here, overlapping it slightly with the purple. I'm just gonna take the same blending brush and soften up where the rose gold meets the purple, just kind of patting at the border there and sweeping in the crease. And then I'm going in with Perfect Pearl, and this is going to highlight the center of the lid. This is really gonna bring some dimension. I'm kind of going in just as a vertical swipe right in the middle on top of that rose gold, and then doing the same blending method of just tapping, swipe in the crease, tapping. And that is the eyeshadow look. Only 3 shadow sticks to complete the whole thing. It's smoky, it's glowy, and what I love about this e.l.f. formula is that the shadow is creamy enough to blend and it stays put all day, but it doesn't feel heavy on the eyelids at all. Next, I'm gonna go in with eyeliner, and I am only going to be tight lining with the Essence Extreme Lasting Eyeliner Pencil. Any black waterproof liner will do, but I did determine that this is the best at the drugstore. So I'm just running that underneath my top lashes. I really haven't been doing a lot of winged liner lately. I'll either just kind of smoke some out at the outer corner or I'll just tight line. When I go like full glam, I do tend to lean toward wearing falsies, but in the summer that does feel a little heavy for me. So I'm reaching for the next best thing, which in my opinion is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. Now this is the regular version. I do own the waterproof one, but as with a lot of waterproof versions of popular mascaras, that one is like a little bit thicker in consistency, a little less separating and light on the lashes like this one is. And I feel like the regular one is still very smudge proof and flake free, but still easy to remove at the end of the day. So gonna go in and really coat my lashes up. Don't forget the bottom ones. I'm really trying to bring it from root to tip to build up that volume and length. So for contour, blush, and highlight, I am going to continue on the cream product train. I feel like there is this misconception that all cream makeup is heavy or thick, and that is just not the case. And like I said, these are the products that I have been most comfortable in when wearing them out in hot weather and sweaty weather. So to contour and highlight, I'm using the NYX Wonder Stick. Now, you may have seen me use this in an Ulta haul last month, and I definitely had the wrong shade. I was using Rich, which was just too dark for me. I did go ahead and exchange that for one shade lighter, which is medium tan. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw a line where I want to carve out my cheeks. Is that even? And then with the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, start tapping at it to blend. Now this is definitely a trust the process product because every time I use it, at first it looks really heavy, but if you just keep tapping and blending, you end up with a really, really nice, seamless contour. But I cannot emphasize the patting motion enough, especially when you're working with cream products and you're layering makeup. Tapping is going to be the best way to get a soft blend without pulling your makeup around underneath, so like disturbing your foundation. If you feel like you need to kind of move it around, you can do like very, very subtle upward strokes, but otherwise really try to stick to that tapping motion. I'm also just going to take whatever's left on my brush and kind of pat that into my hairline. And before adding highlighter, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Blush Balm. This is in the shade Audacious Apricot. This has been my absolute favorite summer blush. It is waterproof. It looks beautiful on the skin all day, super smooth. It does sort of dry down to a somewhat powdery finish, but doesn't look dry. So I just go in with a stippling brush and softly blend that. Absolutely love this. I need to get more shades. I've been like putting it off, but I think something a little cooler would have matched this overall look better, but I just love the formula. I'm wearing this with everything. I was just at Ulta today too, dang. Just blends so softly. And then taking the highlighter side from the NYX Wonder Stick, because it is a dual-sided product. This is a slightly golden champagne highlight. I like to kind of rub it onto my ring finger first and then apply it that way. That kind of warms up the formula and I can be a little more precise with my blending, and I'm also not pulling again at the product underneath it when I do it like this. Just a little bit on the nose. Finishing up this look with my absolute favorite drugstore lip product right now. This is the Flower Beauty Bitten Lip Stain in the shade Tempt. It is so lightweight, but gives a really good amount of color. You can build it up or keep it more sheer for that true stained look. I find this to be so much more comfortable than wearing a full-on liquid lipstick. It also does not dry down totally matte either, so you don't get that drying feeling. I had some questions about it in the last video that I mentioned these. Someone was saying like, I can't get this to like set, what am I doing wrong? And you're not doing anything wrong. They're not a matte liquid lipstick, but I don't find them to transfer. If you don't like the sort of wet look or feeling, just apply a thinner layer or you can blot your lips, but I don't want to do that because that'll also take away a little bit of the pigmentation. And one last thing, if you want to lock in your look for an extended period of time, I'm talking day to night, I've been loving the Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray. I've been using it just for hot days in general. It's also kept my makeup in place during concerts, and I dance around and sweat a lot at concerts. This is the finished look. It definitely looks full glam, but does not feel full glam at all. It doesn't feel heavy. This feels like I'm wearing a no makeup look. Now, I'd love to know, do you have any go-to drugstore makeup for when you want to add lightweight glam to your look? Tell me in the comments below. Today's shout out goes to Tish. Thanks for being a member of the Slashed Squad. And join me over in this video next where I react to the newest drugstore makeup collaborations. I'll see you over there. Bye.